ISO Toilet Analysis episode 59. Now, it took him long enough. I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the longest. Like, he waited a long time to release his analysis, but it's finally here, and I'm sure we're all glad. Let's not waste no time. Let's get straight into it.
Epic comeback, my friends. Hi again, everyone.
ISOTOILETS here.
I hope you didn't miss me too much while I was gone.
Of course we did. Don't do it again, or else we riot. ISOTOILETS.
But it's all good now, and I'm going to do a full analysis of episode 59. I'm going to tell you a lot of references and secrets. There are so many of them in this episode of Skibidi Toilet.
Talk to me.
We'll talk about where the action takes place,
right,
and where the Titans will fly next season.
Right.
Why this Skibidi mutant is teleporting.
Okay.
We'll discuss all the secret characters in this episode.
Okay.
Sit back, get your tea and snacks ready. It's going to be interesting. Let's go. At the very beginning, you can see the sad cameraman. He has lost hope. We've already seen similar emotions from the agent in episode 57. This reminds us once again that they have feelings. Most likely, this guy has lost a friend, because next to him, we see a destroyed agent with his camera ripped off.
Oh, that's so sad. Like, you don't really never think of Skibidi Toilet in, like, those terms just because they're, you know, they're robots. They're, you know what I'm saying? Or, like, cameramen, like, they're robots, they're whatever, but it's still sad.
There's a Dafuk behind the car.
There's a Dafuk. Okay, bro.
This time without the green
That's funny.
glow.
You could have said agent. You could have said secret. You said there's a Dafuk behind it. Yeah, it sounds like a weird nickname for like when you're using the toilet. I dropped the Dafuk.
I'm not really sure what this is related to yet. As soon as the POV cameraman saves the other agent, Dafuk disappears. In the distance, a large cameraman has jumped on top of Skibidi's head.
Yo, he riding that man. I never yo. I've never seen this. I've watched this episode like 3 times and I have not noticed that he was humping his forehead. Never seen it. Not at all.
And is trying to get to the flush lever. Another large overturned toilet lies nearby. It looks like this guy is very experienced and was able to flush it. Also in earlier episodes, we saw Skibidi Toilet eating the big cameraman. This time the agent climbed right on his face, but never got eaten. He was finally successful in defeating Skibidi Toilet, by the way,
okay,
and welcomed the Titans along.
Yeah, that's a good analysis. I never noticed that.
With the rest of the agents, but we'll come back to that a little later. 2 newspapers can be seen on the ground. The first.
Why you start whispering? Yo, you good? 2 newspapers can be seen on the ground.
First one is with a human face on it. The exact same newspaper we saw in episode 57 on the rooftop. Maybe it's just the same textures, or maybe this man means something. The second newspaper says something like Narv and Bako. Maybe the original writing is Narwhal Bacon, and it is related to Reddit users, but it has nothing to do with Skibidi Toilets, so we move on. Nearby, something explodes, and we see the appearance of a huge Skibidi mutant. There are a lot of details here. First of all, what kind of weapon did he fire? All the rocket launchers are loaded, and the lasers have just started firing. Maybe one of the Skibidi helicopters fired, but all their rocket launchers are also loaded. Second, here's the smoke from the explosion, and here's the smoke around the mutant. He probably teleported just like the radioactive toilet do from episode 55. This is where I assume the TV men could become a new threat to the Alliance. We see the Skibidi losing the war very badly. What if the TV men become a secret weapon that will turn the tide of the war? If Dafuk doesn't want to end the series anytime soon with a victory for the cameramen and speakermen, then something like that could happen.
There's so much that could happen. I don't know. When I hear about like this like idea that Skibidi could end soon, like it's like if it does, amazing, like great series, clap it up, boom, did something super amazing over the course of these couple months. But to be honest, like I don't think, like, why? Like, there's no feasible reason to end the series. There's so much routes you could take. Like, even when we're looking at people like Verlance and we're looking at other universes and what they're doing, bro, Boom has so many options. Like, there's so much he can do. Like, he can introduce a new race. He can make the TV people betray. He can make a new type. You know, there's just so much he could do, bro. There's so many avenues. And the series is so successful, it wouldn't make no sense for it to end. But, again, you know, we never know, man.
Which means the teleportation of Skibidi Toilets hints to us that the TV men are sharing technology with the toilets. By the way, in episode 22, we saw Skibidi Toilets wearing glasses, and the TV men weren't present then. Couldn't that mean something? All TV men except TV Woman look suspicious. But let's back to our...
Imagine, what if TV Woman is the only or TV person that's actually on our side for real? Like, what if there's like, because maybe it's not the whole entire TV race, maybe it's just certain members, you know, that could be what it is.
Our Skibidi mutant. He has paralyzing claws like the mutant from last episode. The laser cannons are the same as the heavy armored toilet from episode 51, only this time the lasers are firing. He also has tank tracks, but they don't move while driving. I can't figure out what it is under his front armor, but it's clearly not just a toilet. I think he's a Skibidi tank. He's very well armed. In fact, before the Titans came to this region, the Skibidi probably outclassed the agents. Helicopters are more heavily armed than in the US or Dubai. They have machine guns, rocket launchers, and laser at the same time. By the way, the action is most likely in Europe, but I can't say for sure it's London.
It do look like Europe. I don't know about London. It could be a London-esque, and it definitely does give like UK vibes, but this building, I don't know, bro. For some reason, I really want to say like Scotland or like Ireland or just like one of those kind of, or even like Italy. I don't know. I just might be chatting now.
It looks a bit like Amsterdam, although
Amsterdam. That's fire. Yeah.
I have not been in Europe and can't tell for sure. There's a monument in the back if anyone recognizes the place. Write in the comments. Dafouk didn't give a map in the description of the video. Meanwhile, there are 2 maps listed in the description of the full season. The first is from episode 57 in Dubai. The second is unlike anything else. You can download it and explore. Anyway, the armed...
That kind of look like Russia, the grass one.
Cameraman squad was
like
in the
Ukraine.
US and now goes to liberate Europe. Most likely there is no longer a threat of Skibidi toilets in the US, or there are very few of them, and the rest of the Alliance warriors can handle them themselves. In Europe, situation is different. Skibidi toilets heavily overpower the agents here. At least that was the case before the Titans came along. By the way, I assume they're moving towards Russia since Dafouk is Russian. It will be very interesting to see how things will develop in his homeland. By the way, that thing under the laser cannon looks like an inverted camera woman's camera. But I'm sure she's fine, it's just a coincidence.
It look like a turbine.
Titan Speakerman is attacking and destroying helicopters from the air. You can see a red energy blob before the explosion, so I'm pretty sure that's exactly him. By the way, we didn't notice any projectiles flying out of his cannons before. I'm really enjoying watching the Titans work as a team and take down Skibidi.
Yeah, it's hard.
Speakerman pulls Skibidi's helmet off and throws it to the side. That moment right there with the right punch and the shot directly into his mouth is a reference to episode 26.
It's a reference to Moby too. What'd he say? You put the cannon in the mouth and then you fire.
There with the right punch and the shot directly into his mouth is a reference to episode 26. That's when Titan Speakerman first appeared. Notice how Titan Cameraman is standing there looking at everything with his arms crossed. He's like, yeah, look how my bro's really strong. It's cool that Titan started showing emotion too. Next we see a Skibidi airplane, very armed with rocket launchers. It looks like he's attached them everywhere he can. This time after the explosion, one rocket launcher is not in place. After the Titan Speakerman jumped into battle with the airplane, there were a few explosions. But all the rockets are there, which means that Skibidi just couldn't fire a single shot. By the way, his eyes are red like the plane from episode 51.
Indeed.
Except there are no signs on the wings, and he looks a lot weaker. Look at how Titan Cameraman fed the mutant with his own rocket launchers and kicked him. It looks like the Titans are having fun. It's not war
enjoying
for
themselves.
Them. It is entertainment.
It's a playground.
Maybe they'll win soon and the series will end. But I don't think so. That means something bad is going to happen, and I think it's going to be the betrayal of the TV men and the Titan Cinema Man. And don't forget Simp Cameraman, who could also become a traitor. Notice that Skibidi toilet in the background. He's clearly mentally damaged from what he's seen. Well, now for the most important moment. When I saw this, tears came to my eyes. The Speakermen are back, and they are happy that their Titan is healthy and safe. As I suspected earlier, all the Speakermen were just hiding. Maybe without Titan support, they just weren't ready to fight. Or maybe it all had to do with the tracking sensors.
I remember this theory. The theory was fire. I remember when that theory was coined. I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Either way, I have a special video about the Speakermen on my channel. Be sure to watch it. In the short video, the song Never Let Me Down Again plays in the background. The title and lyrics of this song perfectly capture the mood of this season. It's about Titan Speakerman, who has been infected for a long time. He did a lot of damage to the alliances while fighting on the Skibidi toilet side, and no one wants that to happen again. I can't post it in my video due to copyright, so listen it for yourself. The song is very touching. By the way, this triple speaker is a reference to the Depeche Mode album. Pay attention that jackets of all Speakermen are buttoned up, though in the beginning they were unbuttoned. This shows that the guys are now taking all things more seriously.
Serious, yeah.
I'm glad to see these Speakermen doing their signature dance, though.
Orange Justice.
This guy in the gray suit seems to have been here before Titan showed up, as well as this one. They just had the balls to come out of hiding now. We probably didn't see the Speakermen because they were just hiding in their shelters. But they were always around. This gray-suited Speakerman is probably the one who met us in episode 24. By the way, this cameraman seems to have regained hope after the Titans appeared. We also see the Speaker's spiders and helicopters. It seems that they were all around, just not being used. Helicopters with engineers are flying in the background.
It's gonna get real.
Soon,
it's
all
gonna
the
get real.
Agents will be taken to the base.
It's gonna get real.
It seems that Europe has been liberated. Time to fly to other countries. At the end, the Titans are shaking hands. And this is also a reference to the 1987 movie Predator. During the handshake, Titan Speakerman's gun starts to glow for a while. This shows that he is shaking his friend's hand firmly. The episode turned out to be very emotional. I admire it. I hope you liked it, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for the 150,000 subscribers, by the way. We made it. The silver button is on its way. Unboxing video coming soon.
Oh man, what a analysis. What a good video. Shout out ISOTOILET. I can't wait for episode 60, bro. I'm hyped for episode 60. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, let me know what else you guys want to below in the comment section or into the community tab. If you haven't already joined the Discord, and I'll see you on the next one, bro. Peace out.